so much fucked up shit to get into.
Welcome back to Little Stinkers, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey, here with my boys again. Cow Don Jala.
Suck me dry.
Already done. Jacob Furman Mattera.
Bing bong.
Wet and Juicy Jeff Simmons. Man, I missed you guys so much.
We missed you so much.
Missed you.
I was talking to the screen like a special boy watching cartoons.
Well, Mike, I didn't want you to feel left out, so I brought you a gift from my house. This is for you. This is
your piss cup?
This is your own personalized, unused, John. You could have touched it. It was Jeff's. I washed his name off and wrote it.
We both threw ours out at the Wawa.
No,
you went and
I got him. I collected them.
You chased him down. Got to catch them all. Got to catch all your boys' piss cups.
You do. Thank you, Jake. I allotted to my red cup selection.
Yeah.
Collection.
I will tell you what though. Those things fill up fast.
I know they do, man.
Yeah.
That's why I always go with the big Gatorade bottles.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have those for us.
I did not. But he did good. I saw him struggling in the corner. Videotaped the whole thing.
Filled it up 3 times, Mike.
Put it on the Patreon after this.
Well, I didn't see the piss, but I tuned in at one point. I just picked a random spot, and I saw you playing devil sticks.
Was there any sound going at that point?
No. There was no sound, but it was just devil sticks. But I felt like that was an artistic choice.
Yes.
It felt very very cinematic.
Do you know what the other option was, Mike?
What's that?
Me and Jake here just staring at the camera.
That would be nice.
The audio was going to go out one way or another.
Yep. We knew what was happening.
We needed some physical activity to keep it alive, and keep it alive. We did.
We tried.
We did.
No, you did it.
Yeah.
Like, that was captivating. I would pay for a live stream. That could be one of those Kai Cenat or Senats live streams where like you see like 1,000 comments going through in like 3 seconds. Like just you guys doing stuff like that.
Yeah, going so fast you can't even see how many people wrote the N-word.
I'm glad to be back here tonight. I did miss you guys. I thought like, oh man, maybe it'd be nice to get a break. But then when it came time on the night you guys were recording, I was like, oh man, I wish I was there. I wonder what they're doing.
Oh.
I imagine how I feel like a breakup feels like when you're just like, man, I know this bitch is out getting fucked right now. So I knew you guys were getting fucked, and I just wish that it was me pumping in and out of you.
I think
we wish that too.
Yes.
If I may speak for Jake, we both wish you were pumping in and out of us.
Thank
too.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I just really
we
wanted to
missed
hear
the
that.
pump.
Thank
the
you.
audio was fucked. That's for sure. But we got there.
The sound was pumping in and out of the audio. Yeah. But we're back, baby, and I truly missed you. And I really want to talk about a pervert tonight. So hopefully the coin toss goes in my favor. And
if it goes in my favor, we get to talk about 4 perverts. So let's rock it, baby. Let's talk about these motherfucking jokers, please. For once in my fucking puny little life, end me, pump me, and end me.
I'm glad it's nice outside. I can have the windows open tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, please.
It's trash night somewhere. Am I right?
End me.
Howdy ho, neighbor Rooney. Would you like to end me or pump me?
No, I've always said if you scream "pump me" and "end me" out the window, it keeps the burglars and raccoons away.
It's all opossums and dog walkers after this one.
What is the difference between an opossum and a raccoon?
One is a marsupial. The other is a regular mammal.
All right.
I know one goes like this, and the other one
That's
is
the raccoon.
no, that's
I know
the
my
opossum.
animals. What?
That's the opossum does this, and then the raccoon eats peanut butter.
And is there a difference between an opossum and a possum?
Mm-hmm. No.
Irish lineage?
Yeah.
Okay. I found one in the backyard one day, and he truly was playing possum.
Really?
I didn't know what to do with him, and I went to go get a shovel, and when I came back, he was gone.
What were you gonna do with that shovel, brother?
I wasn't going to smash him. I was going to launch him.
Oh, that's
Catapult?
cool.
Yeah.
Every opossum loves the catapult.
Yeah, he really
be
missed out
Into
on
the
that.
next yard. Oh my god.
Possum chunking. Yeah, I would have. I probably could have roofed him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And just say it in my yard, man.
For a split second, did you think about playing possum as well and having a possum off?
They're good to have around. They,
For what reason?
insects, they get rid of mosquitoes, they get rid of other small rodents.
When you said insect, that register as incest in my brain.
Yeah. Step possum, you know, that kind of stuff.
They get stuck in the trash
fence,
can.
you know? Yeah. We're on the same
It all makes sense now.
fucking thing.
Oh, there is a difference between the opossum and possum.
What is it?
I think he's on snipes.com.
One just has
Snow.
Jon Delcollo eyes. The other one,
Hey, that's raccoons.
oh,
Hey, that's buttholes.
Not wild about raccoons either. And sometimes I hear them dicking around, and I don't like it, Jake.
we saw one here. Remember last time we were just hanging out on the way out? We saw a giant one running around.
Is that when you had your wiener out down where there were kids play?
I didn't. Do
There
that.
weren't kids there.
I bring my own cup. All right.
That you do.
But speaking of having your wiener out where kids play, tonight, Jake, I want to talk about somebody who had his wiener out pretty often around
Perfect segue.
playing people. The playing types, Jake.
The playing types.
As Medea would say, children.
I thought you meant gamblers, but okay. All
Who
right.
could this pervert be?
Children. We already did Sandusky.
You're probably familiar with the place that he's most associated with, John.
And that is?
The erotic play park. No. Subway. Jared Fogle.
Jared.
Of course.
Yeah, real nasty ass. And
The
he
most
came to my,
prolific diddlers.
really, unfortunately, really was. There was prolific diddling. But he came up. I just happened to stumble across an article about him, and he's getting out pretty soon.
How? I feel like he hasn't even been in that long.
No, he has, man. He's been in since 2015.
Oh, shit. He's been in jail for 10 years.
He has.
Dude, does he have a face tattoo yet?
No, he looks great though. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
A foot-long teardrop.
He's up for release in 2029, and the latest he could get out is 2030.
No shit. Okay, so he's out. He's going to do 15 years by the time he's done.
Yeah,
That's it.
Okay.
which doing 15 is
Yeah, let's at
Yes,
least
brother.
give him over an 18-year sentence.
yeah.
Even his sentence isn't legal yet.
Yeah, even counting down to 18 would be, might trigger something in his brain, which would, initiate some normalcy. Jared, we're giving you 15. This is already off to a rough start, man. But here's the deal, man. There was,
Have you ever been to a Subway, Mike?
yeah, I fucking hated it,
They
man.
all are a rough start, so it's par for the course.
It's the worst. The last time that I had Subway was 2012. I had
How
one.
do you remember the year? That's crazy.
I remember because it was the last year that I worked at this specific place that I would occasionally go to Subway,
Yeah.
in large part because I had a friend and I just wanted to hang out with him. And if he had wanted to go to Epstein Island, I would have gone with him.
Yeah.
Jeff, can we please start over, man?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
But yeah, I just wanted to hang out with my buddy, and he liked Subway, so I would go to him when I had a rough patch in my marriage. I would go with him when he wanted Subway.
And you would also imbibe. You wouldn't just
Yeah.
watch him eat.
And I didn't like it. I like the
Yeah.
smell of Subway.
The bread cooking smells delicious.
It
Yeah.
does.
It always does.
Yeah.
I even don't mind the bread, the Italian Parmesan loaf or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
used
used
to-
to love getting meatball sandwiches on that.
It's fine, and I've heard rumors that there's plastic in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the yoga mats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that there's plastic in our balls now. So where isn't there plastic, you know?
Yeah, it would be nice if it all met up somewhere. And just what if you shit out something nice for yourself? A nice plastic treat. It's like your body's 3D printing.
It's nice, but until you realize that you just shit out your balls.
Oh my god!
And now I have to go to the fucking doctor again.
Yeah.
I was just talking with our dear friend James Moss about ball location today because balls go everywhere, man.
What do you mean? Like just in your underwear?
They retract in your body.
Oh,
Guys
yeah.
have issues with testicular torsion. One goes up, one goes down. It's just really, they're never where they need to be. One's always at a place where it shouldn't be.
Yeah. I have a division sign. So like the one's on top of the thing, the shaft, and then there's one underneath.
And of course, you have the horizontal penis syndrome.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you prefer horizontal pee-pee?
No, I don't think anyone does.
Except for fellows with Asian wives.
Touche.
We actually, I'm not even fucking around. We convinced I think he had to be over 21 years old, that Asian vaginas were actually sideways. And we convinced for like an entire day a 21-year-old kid.
Wait, who?
that this was true.
This is you
My
guys.
friend's brother Doug.
Now, how long was Doug under that belief?
He thought it was just,
Just like a
rumor or
Yeah.
fucking, a joke that me put pee-pee in your Coke kind of thing for all these years. And then we were like, no, why do you think like that's a real, like Bill Cosby really fucking drug these women? We hear this for a reason. And he just never got to a point where he could look up porn on his phone comfortably in that day. I think we had him for about 8 hours.
That's a pretty good amount of time to be convinced of that.
a long time.
Pretty dumb
Yeah.
guy.
Relative note, unfortunately, actor Gene Hackman passed away last week. His beautiful Asian wife passed away as well, and their beautiful, I'm assuming, white dog passed away as well. And it seems as though the wife passed away first, then Gene passed away, and then I promise you I'm not being rude. There's a purpose behind this. And then the dog passed away. So do you think, being that the dog was the last one alive and clearly starving to death, do you think at any point he looked out of his crate at his Asian owner and thought, man, I could really go for some Chinese right now?
Jeff didn't. Jeff's face didn't move at all during that. Is that the end of the bit in that box right there?
No, it's for something later.
Okay.
But Jared Fogle was born in Indianapolis, Indiana. He's got Indiana written all over him, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Doesn't it? When you look at his face, you're like, that guy's from Indiana.
Probably
sense.
can hoop a little bit, dude. Everybody played high school.
He does,
hoops,
and I
yeah.
think that's probably how he's staying alive in prison. Is he's putting on a show. What if he joined the N1?
juggling some balls.
Starting center.
What if he got out and joined the N1 mixtape tour and was really good?
Damn, what are they gonna call him?
Too young. What you gonna do with it? Too young. Thunder Age.
Underage. Damn, he's cooking.
Yeah,
I was thinking like the filer,
like that.
pedofiler.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't want to. I don't have a name. Listen, it's
Just think for a few moments and give Jared Fogle an N1 mixtape
Here's-
name.
I just have. He was a childhood hero for a lot of fat children. You know.
Oh man,
He was he was like our Eddie Van Halen. And so it's
Petty Van Halen.
so I've had a tough time coming to grips with this whole
Hot for
thing.
student.
We got it.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. But yeah, he was one of three kids. Parents named Norman and Adrian. Pretty normal parent names. Seemed to have had a pretty normal childhood, other than just being a big old porker.
Big from the jump.
Pretty big, yeah. By the time he got to college, he weighed 425.
Holy shit, for real?
Whoa.
Yeah. No, I'm making it up, man. Yes.
Yeah, that's a heavy freshman.
That's a thick boy. That's the kind of guy, that can almost be an asset in college, because chicks want to hug you all the time. They want to fall asleep on you.
Where the fuck did you go to college?
The Delaware County community for 20 years, man.
They don't have much furniture there. So,
Yeah, we're just like resting against fat boys.
yo, Fridge, get over here.
Oh, new beanbag chair enrolled.
But old Jared said he would consume 10,000 calories a day,
How does he know? He was counting?
assuming. And part of that was consuming 15 sodas per day, which sounds delicious, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Shit.
soda's bad.
So it
Delicious,
is
though,
bad.
man.
I'm on my second of the day. Did
Yeah.
not even get close to finishing my first one, though. A can. It was a can. You get 3 good sips out of a can. If you don't chug that thing immediately, it turns to absolute shit. The condensation falls away.
It does.
It falls apart. So technically, I've had 1 soda today.
That is fat girl logic.
He says that, but lift up that fucking thing.
Yeah,
It's hiding behind it.
there's a McFlurry, a fucking.
There's a McFlurry now. All right, I'm sorry.
Okay, he might not know what it is, but you know damn well what it is. It's not a fucking McFlurry.
I've never had. It's the Irish.
It's the
dirty
Shamrock Shake.
We talked about this last week, right?
You call it a dirty shamrock shake?
Isn't that what you called it?
No, aren't you of Irish lineage?
A dirty Shamrock
Italian.
Shake is when the McDonald's employee rubs his asshole on the rim before filling your cup up.
And you would notice if
So
that was
just a
dirty.
standard Shamrock Shake.
You have no Irish in you?
No, I
want some?
some Welsh.
Yes, John.
God damn
Fried his
it.
little Irish ass. I would have
Damn
put it
it.
in your mouth. I'm not going near that rectum.
Saints preserve us.
I hope you're hungry because I'm not going anywhere near that ass.
Oh man. Next time.
All right, I'm getting fucked up tonight.
Now, Jake, if he did that to you, do you think it would fill you or make you hungrier?
Probably make me hungrier. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you better get hungry. You'll be fucking working out on my penis all night. Hope you brought a change of clothes and some knee pads, Jake. It's going to be a long night.
Why would I have knee pads?
Always be prepared. And that's the 2-finger Boy Scout salute right there.
Because after you're done sucking his dick, you're going to put in the new carpet at his house. But Jared went to Indiana University, Jake, and at a certain point, he reached a breaking point, and he thinks to himself, all right, in his words, there's a subway 10 steps from my door, so maybe I could try something different. He's fed up. He's ready for a different way of life. So he decides to create the Jared diet, which is 2 sandwiches a day, plus eventually a bunch of walking as well. And in 1 year, he loses 225 pounds.
Holy shit.
So how did Subway get... how did he get Subway's attention?
Men's Health ended up writing an article about him in 1999.
Okay.
And it was a big enough deal as to where, like, it was something unique where he's just like, yeah, I ate 2 sandwiches a day and I walked a bunch. He went from a size 60 waist to a size 34.
Man.
In a year, man. And he's a big guy anyway. He's 6'2".
And he actually was eating Subway every single day.
He was eating, I think, a turkey one and a veggie one.
Okay.
So he just committed to just having these 2 sandwiches per day, and couple that with all the walking he was doing, he ended up.
Wow.
10 steps to the Subway and 10, that's 20 steps a day. But 2 sandwiches, double that, that's 40.
Yeah.
Triple double that.
Smack it up, flip it, rub it down.
Yes, thank you.
But yeah, Subway gets hold of the story, and they're like, all right, maybe we can do something with this. And they eventually start putting him in ads, and people take to it. And he ended up doing over 300 ads for Subway.
God damn, does he still have any of that fucking money left, or did he blow it all on legal fees?
I don't know if he's got any
Legal
left.
fees and lollipops.
That was his first album.
But dude, at his height, he was making $2 million a year.
Wow.
And I think he ended up when lawsuits were settled, I think he shelled out like $15 million. Well, lawsuits and divorce too. So I think he ended up shelling out like $15 million. So he was fucking balling, man.
He got married once he was rich? Or like once he was already the spokesperson?
Like 2001 was his first marriage. Married a lovely lady named Elizabeth Christie.
So that was right at the beginning of his success, right?
Yeah, so she's not really that much of a gold digging bitch.
Yeah. Any connection to Chrissy?
Oh no, that would have been perfect though.
That would have been a wild coincidence.
Oh my God, there's another guy whose mouth you could shove your dick in, John.
What the hell? Okay.
One funny thing that I noted while looking up pictures of Jared was that like he had a thing for athletes, and I don't know if it was intentional on Subway's part or if Jared was proposing any of these photo ops. He was in ads with Kevin Garnett. He was in an ad with Ryan Howard.
All Subway ads
Yes.
and these are like commercials, not just print ads.
And not even just commercials, but like photo ops. Do you remember Blake Griffin, the NBA player?
Huh?
Yeah.
When he was, they had like a thing leading up to the draft, and they did a promo where Jared was working out with him. They were back to back, like handing a medicine ball around. And somehow when Blake Griffin handed the ball to Jared, it was much smaller. Teasing. But they would just do things that wasn't always just TV ads. It would often, be. It was just something to keep Subway in the, I guess, fresh in the eyes of the public, Jake.
I think what would have been nice if they had if they'd gone a little naughty, little X-rated, and they had put Blake Griffin's penis in a foot-long roll.
That would be cool.
And have him standing on a step ladder to dunk, and then you look down, and Jared is now at perfect height on the court to eat the foot-long sandwich.
That's got to be nuts, man.
Looks at his clock. Lunchtime.
Yeah, that's what he says when he gets to the end of the sandwich. That's got to be nuts. What's that on my chin? That's got to be nuts.
That reminds me of the gay boy band Instinct. That's gotta be nuts.
Yeah, I guess it does have the same amount of syllables.
And isn't this nice? In 2004, he's like, look, I got to give back to the community. He's like, I have to do something for all these kids. So he establishes something, Jake, called the Jared Foundation, which focuses on childhood obesity.
Okay.
And there's a lot of weird financial shit that ends up going on with this foundation. They end up paying their administrators more than they end up putting out to combat childhood obesity.
Whoa.
I mean, I feel like that kind of thing is common with
Foundations.
NFOs, NFAs, and
LFO.
NFPs.
FFPNs. We're on the same page, right?
We're talking about nifty fat penises.
Fat fucking penis.
I think they're the same.
And I don't know. We'll figure it out after the show. But Jake, the way
HTTP?
Yes, Jake, that's what we were looking for the whole time.
High density toilet paper. Is that what you have to buy?
Astronauts got to try it out first. But Jake, the way that the Jared Foundation planned to combat childhood obesity was having Jared go into grade schools. They would round up all the fat boys in school, lock them in the gym, and then set Jared loose in there. And all the fat boys would get enough cardio to change a pant size.
That's not true.
I made that up. I was teasing on that one, too. But he would visit schools.
I was going to say, this starts with the beginning being true, right?
Pretty gross, man.
They were bringing him to the fucking Shangri-La for him.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucking gross when all these pictures that you see of him at schools, and his big trick was he would hold up the pants, and everybody would hem and haw over that. And just countless pictures of him with elementary school age children. Truly gross shit, man. And unfortunately, he ends up crossing paths. He ends up at a bar one day, and he ends up talking to this guy named Russell Taylor. And this guy, they unfortunately have some common interest.
If you want, I could bring those pants in for you. Sorry, you said Taylor.
Yes, he's a seamstress. Yes, Taylor is a seamstress. Unfortunately, on a work trip, they discovered that they have some pretty gross interests that they share.
How the fuck?
I don't get it.
Dude.
You're just doing the nude touch tunes puzzle, and then you just, I like that one too.
Yeah. And eventually end up Dave and Buster's doing their new Touch Tunes puzzle, and that's the one problem I always have with Dave and Buster's is they should not have had that.
Yeah, I mean, keep the barf smell, but please lose the CP touch tunes.
Touch your tunes. Yeah, just imagine going to Dave and Buster's. You see your fucking dad putting together a naked kid.
I said to play the fucking basketball machine, Dad.
I was more excited to do that when I turned 21 than I was to drink. I was just to get to that fucking machine and just start doing that.
It would bring you a little bit of joy.
A little bit, but not as much as the fucking embarrassment and constantly looking over your shoulder like, Let me see if I can turn this a little bit more so nobody can see me in
Yeah,
the corner.
or when you do it and you put together the tits, you got to pretend it doesn't make you horny. It's like I'm just passing time at the bar.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's actually frozen. That's why my tongue's stuck to the screen. It was frozen when I got here. That's why I can't get my tongue off of it. How are you talking so clearly? Your tongue's coming off, no problem.
But they would get into all kinds of gross shit together, and eventually they go on a business trip, and they end up at a strip club together. And Jared convinces Russell Taylor to get a stripper to come back to the room. Now, he's establishing that, like, okay, you're going to be my sexual gopher.
Whoa.
And Jake, when you go to the zoo, have you ever gone to the sexual gopher exhibit?
If not, I didn't even know they had one.
You're going to want to see this one. Sweet penis.
Is that what it sounds like?
It does, exactly like that.
Wow.
So, Jake, this is the early 2000s, and Jared is unfaithful to his wife. And did you see the 3-part ID series on Jared that came out a couple years ago?
No.
Jared from Subway Catching a Monster. I recommend it just for the amount of context it gives. It's not something that you'll ever want to see a second time. Truly nauseating shit.
Yeah.
But a big part of that documentary focuses on this woman named Rochelle Herman Walrond, who is his side bitch at the time.
Okay.
And the way that she's portrayed is like this champion of justice trying to bring what he's into to light. But the reality is she becomes aware that he's into kids during their relationship, and she's a side bitch too.
Yeah.
Like, how fucked up do you have to be as a person to not only be a side bitch, but then to be having an extramarital affair
Yeah.
with a guy who's into underage kids?
Dude, yeah, that's so fucked.
Where things end up taking an even more dastardly turn, Jake, is during a conversation, and they play this on the documentary, is when he starts initiating proceedings to try to get her to subject her kids to him.
What?
Where he gets into, like, buying spy equipment. Now, this time with the spy equipment shit, he's teaming up with the guy, Russell Taylor, from his foundation to not only put it in different areas where they might have access to kids, including Russell Taylor's own children's bedrooms. Dude, it is...
The guy agreed to put a camera in his own kids' bedrooms?
It's truly the most fucked shit you'll
Jared had the fucking balls to ask this guy to put a camera in his own kids' bedrooms.
I would guess that they shared enough information that it was very easy for Jared to estimate.
Do
this
what
guy
I
would be into
say
that.
or else kind of thing?
If you can...
Okay, yeah.
If you lose 225 pounds in a year, you think you can do anything. So that's probably his logic there.
Yeah, Jake, maybe you shouldn't lose weight.
Yeah, that's probably...
I don't know what you'd do with all that power.
Yeah, he's going to come walking in here like nibbling on baby carrots.
There were signs. Looking back, there were signs.
That's what
Stop eating full-size hot dogs and other phallic shapes.
That's what Vito does in Sopranos. He eats fucking baby carrots. It's the most obnoxious little,
But he gets in the spy shit, and unfortunately, Russell Taylor is putting these cameras in everywhere, including his own kids' bedrooms. And his wife is in on it, too.
Taylor's wife?
Yeah. She's a pretty disgusting individual as well.
So is Russell Taylor getting rich as shit off of this foundation? Like,
I don't know that he's getting rich. He's making 6 figures.
So his wife's kind of like a soldier in the whole thing.
Dude, she's gross. She ends up going to jail for more time than he gets. Which shows
holy
you,
shit,
dude, it is nuts.
Yeah.
But dude, going back to the side bitch, she initiates a conversation with Jared. Actually, he brings it on first. My bad. And he asks her if she would prefer that he put a camera in her son or daughter's bedroom.
Jesus Christ.
why the option? Like,
I guess
just to have a power move. Like,
I think his thing, and with a lot of pedophiles, their thing is to try to implicate other people. You know what I'm saying? Because if he gives her the choice, so she's choosing for this to happen to that victim.
You made a choice,
Right,
is
yeah.
all it takes. Yeah.
You know, just like he did with Russell Taylor saying, hey, if you bring this stripper back to the room.
Yeah. Just tinkering with it all.
So there's a lot of really disgusting, fucked up shit happening. And he had met this woman. She was a radio host in Tampa. And it started as like an innocent interview, but then it quickly progressed to...
It's welcome to Pedophile in the Morning. Then we're going to call your 4th grade teacher and tell him I was molested. Let's go.
You're listening to The Gator and the Baiter here on 97.5, The Ped.
Whoa.
They do sound effects.
What was that final sound effect they hit there?
You said pig, right? I was doing a pig sound.
No, the Ped. W-P-E-D.
Ped. Ah, fuck. I thought.
Well, we could have a pig.
No, well, that does sound like a pedophile.
Yeah.
With his internet crashing. He gets the red screen of death.
Share screen in a public space.
Welcome to the Ped. We got traffic on the twos. That's minutes. That's minutes, not years old. Hey, easy there, perverts. Hey, welcome, perverts and pervets.
And here's Touchy McFeely with the weather. Yeah. As I was saying earlier, Matt, anytime I watch the Wiggles, I got a low pressure system moving in from the south. That's weather on the Ped. Truly disgusting shit, Jake.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about what they're doing. I'm talking about this podcast. But, Jake, in 2007, Subway starts their $5 foot long campaign.
Yeah.
So Jared predated the $5 foot long.
He did, yeah.
Okay. Because that, I feel like, really made a difference. For people who were fucking low on cash.
It's a great ad
Like,
campaign.
it didn't matter the fact that Jared lost 200 pounds to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was not fat yet. I didn't look at Subway as a thing that I could use to diet. You know what I mean? But in high school, $5 foot long changed everything.
Yeah, I mean, it was an affordable meal. It was like, I'm a little older. I guess my version of that was there was a run where McDonald's had $1 triple cheeseburgers.
Whoa.
I do recall.
I think it was maybe fall of 96. And
I think it was more recent than that.
they might have done it again. But I remember like I was out of high school, but I think I was still fresh in college. And my boys Danny and Steve, they had a McDonald's right by their house. And on any given day, we might have had $10 amongst the three of us. But that was enough for us to get, 2 double cheeseburgers.
I mean, you
each.
probably can't finish 2 of those in a sitting. That's a lot of meat.
It was a lot.
Which brings us back to our story on Jared.
No, actually, a WPED, it would be a little bit of meat.
I was thinking Cape Head.
Okay. Britney Spears' ex-husband, yes. But, truly disgusting stuff all around, Jake. And one thing that was very gross that Jared would do in his communications with Russell Taylor is when he wanted Russell to obtain victims for him, he would say, daddy needs blah, blah, blah.
Shut up.
He would always refer to himself as daddy.
And this is in writing and in
email,
voice.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, in email, that's even creepier. Because I mean, I've jokingly said daddy before.
How so?
Like,
When I was pissing in his basement the other day into a cup, he said, fill it up for daddy. That kind of stuff.
that kind of stuff, yeah. Oh, don't dump it for daddy. Don't dump it for daddy.
Don't tell my wife for daddy. But unfortunately, Jake, he's doing a lot of disgusting things. And this is 2007 now. And the woman who was his side bitch, Rochelle, she ends up contacting the FBI as a result of their conversation regarding her children. So the FBI is just like, look, because there's no definitive proof that he has victimized anybody, we can't do anything because it's technically a fantasy that he's talking about. And I guess you can't prosecute somebody over a fantasy.
Well, no, I mean, what about like having child porn on your like computer and stuff like that? That's
Evidence. Like that's
okay.
That's.
But they had not found that yet.
No. They just knew of these conversations which she had recorded.
Okay.
And
she knows that it's
yes.
happening.
Yeah.
I wonder, you can't get enough probable cause to get like
An investigation
Yeah,
going. You know what I
something.
mean? Like, this is
Yeah.
a fucking gigantic guy with a lot of power.
Yes.
Can you look into him?
Well, dude, I wonder if that played into it where guys are just like, all right, this is clearly a lady trying to take down the Subway weight loss guy. It's just like, okay, yeah. Taking the notes now. Yep, okay. Gonna
Yeah.
send it off to the captain at the FBI.
Yeah, maybe if your husband gets home from work, he can give us a call.
Hey, Stinkers, I want to take a second to thank our sponsor, Via. It's time to make feeling good easy, boys. Ditch the boring guided meditations in the apps. All you need is Via. Via is combining high-quality hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create serious results. Whether you want more focus, better sleep, or a boost in your love life, Via has you covered. John, what do you have to say about Via?
You know I have so much to say about Via. I love their gummies. Every kind.
Oh, baby, look at these.
I take the Dream at night.
Dreams are so good.
I take Flow State during the day.
Yes, dude. Elevate is
actually
awesome.
I'm actually getting things done.
Same, dude. Yeah.
Like I take a Flow State and I get things done without even thinking of it. Like,
dude, I've been sitting down.
It's crazy.
And writing so much ever since I started taking the Elevate. Like, it's just I'm having so much fun.
it focuses me like I used to try to get with Adderall, but it doesn't make me like jumpy and my dry mouth and clenched jaw. And the elevates, like you were saying.
Yeah.
When you're going out at night.
Yeah.
Or when it's time when work is done, you know, watch a movie or something. Elevate is perfect.
There's gummies with THC, and there's also THC-free ones, which can suit whatever needs you have, baby. So customize your Via experience by choosing the type of relaxation you're looking for, along with the level of THC you want, or THC-free. With products ranging from 0 to high cannabinoid levels, they have something for everyone. Choose from topicals, gummies, drops, and more. Get ready to relax. If you're 21 and older, check out the link to Via in our description and use code STINKERS to receive 15% off, free shipping on orders over $100. And if you're new to Via, a free gift of your choice. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support the show and tell them we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Via. Hey, Stinkers, I just want to take a second to thank our sponsor, Mint Mobile. Jake, I don't know about you, but I like keeping my money where I can see it.
Oh, you're telling me.
With Mint Mobile, big wireless carriers charging you through the roof for cell service is a thing of the past. Their premium wireless plans start at just $15 a month, so you'll actually have money to buy a carton of eggs. How about that, Jake?
Oh, my word.
All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. It's so easy to take Mint Mobile, man.
Yeah.
They really make things easy. They make things affordable. And the best part is you can keep your number. So save money and get amazing cell service you can count on. If you like your money, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/stinker. That's mintmobile.com/stinker, STINKER. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month 5 gigabyte plan required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. But at some point, I forget which year, but Jared ends up getting divorced from that woman. But in 2010, he finds love again.
Wow.
And this woman, ready for some gross stuff, Jake? This woman, Katie McLaughlin, is a teacher.
She doesn't end up being in on this.
No, seems like a normal human being, and she ends up divorcing him the day that he gets busted, which I think is normally a good sign that things are on the up and up.
Yeah. So that was 5 years after they got married then? Or after they met, I suppose. He got busted in 2015.
Oh, yeah.
He went to jail in 2015. I don't know what year he got busted.
It might have been 2014 where he got arrested.
Okay.
No, it was 2015. It was summer of 2015.
Okay.
July of 2015 is when he ultimately ends up getting arrested. And, dude, it gets worse. Unfortunately, they have 2 kids together.
Oh, no.
And the kids now are I think, like 14 and 11. So it's really an unfortunate age. Not that there's ever a good age to have a pedophile dad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and two, the guy's going to be getting out in a couple of years, so you know it's going to be in the news again. So it's like you're still going to be in high school, and people are going to...
There's no way he can get near them, right?
No, but I'm saying, like, when your classmates are aware of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully the mom remarried, and there's no...
Change their names.
Yeah.
Hopefully they move every single semester.
Yes.
Change their last name to Jogle. Farrah Jogle.
Farrah Jogle.
Yes, my birth dad, Farrah Jogle.
Middle
Are you
Eastern
English?
But things start to change. All right, so 2010, he gets married. He has 2 kids, and he's continuing all his disgusting stuff with the Jared Foundation. They're going to upwards of 300 schools a year.
Is this how he's seeking people out? Is through the foundation?
I don't know if that's how he's seeking. I think this seems like more for kicks.
Okay.
Now he does when he's away on business trips, like he will through Craigslist, like try to procure prostitutes, and I guess he knows the code words to look up to find that kind of thing.
Okay.
And there is a point, and he ends up getting popped for this later on, where he there's a 17-year-old that he solicits in New York, solicits her twice. And then there might have tried to get her to obtain like friends who are also underage. Truly disgusting shit, man. And so 2014 rolls are wrong. And Gene Hackman's wife. But Russell Taylor, I mentioned he's like a pretty nasty fellow. Mm-hmm. He's into all kinds of alternative lifestyles. Like, I mean, swinger stuff. Like, not just the really reprehensible shit. He's also into, like, fairly tame hetero and also some gay stuff, too. But swinger stuff. He and his wife are swingers. And there's a neighbor that he's swinging with who he's texting. And he makes the mistake of texting her some pretty disgusting things regarding underage kids. She's like, all right, fuck this. I'm not into this.
Like, that's his version of putting out a feeler to see.
He might have, you know what? He ended up sending her a picture that he should not have sent her.
By mistake?
No. It's on purpose, but I think the game is you say, like, oh, I meant for
he
this
was
for
trying
somebody
to.
else.
He was trying to read the.
Sorry, I meant to send it to Jared from Subway.
Ever heard of him, you dumb bitch?
Name dropping.
Sorry, I meant to send this to the police.
But this woman is like, all right, this is insane. I'm calling the police. So she contacts the police, and they arrest Russell Taylor. And they find terabytes. They always have terabytes, don't they?
How is that possible? I've not gathered a terabyte of pictures of my own life.
I know.
Yeah, and Dino Bites. Those at the house, too.
Yeah, terabytes would be a good pedophile snack.
Great, I'm fucking starving.
Yeah, you guys want to go to Subway? No, thanks. I'm loaded up on terabytes.
That's maybe 100,000 pictures that I've had, and it doesn't even. I think I have a. It's not even a half a terabyte. I don't think.
Dude, I got to assume that they're collecting a ton of videos.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah.
I hate this.
They're trying to open up their own Netflix.
I think that's what it was, Jake.
Give it a name, Jake.
I'm not giving it a name.
You took it this far.
I didn't take it anywhere. This Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
You're
took
wearing
it this far.
Jared's pants right now, man.
These are my own goddamn pants, John.
And why did they say JF monogrammed on the side, Jake?
Because my middle name is Furman.
That
You
was
still
good.
have the eBay sticker
He's
on
quick
the
on his
fucking.
feet. He's quick on his feet. The boy is quick on his feet.
Jake Furman.
Yep.
Damn it.
Guys. God damn it. Quick on my feet.
But during interrogation, Russell Taylor, I don't know whether it was a slip up or it was deliberately implicating Jared Fogle. And police also see communications between him and Russell Taylor. So that leads them to Jared Fogle. And in July of 2015, Jared ends up getting his home raided.
Damn, so they moved fast.
Yeah, because Russell got popped in 2014. So I guess they had to sift through so much fucking material because it's like, all right.
Oh, shit. It was 2014 that he got
I don't know the specific date in 2014, but that's when Russell Taylor got apprehended. But you got to assume there's so much that they have to sift through.
Yeah.
What an unfortunate job, man.
And it probably was, it has to be a week of a slowdown to be like, wait, it's the Subway guy. Like, we really have to fucking have our T's crossed and our I's dotted on this, you know?
Yeah.
And our pants pressed.
Speaking of pants, hey, you're looking pretty slim these days, Furman. You've been taking those 10 steps to Subway.
Did you guys know that there were canines that can sniff out computer materials? They can sniff out thumb drives. They can sniff out SD cards.
No, that's cool, though.
They can differentiate between those two things?
They can. I think they were able to do so in Jared Fogle's case because he was always handling sandwiches, so they probably smelled the lunch meat on them.
Wait, does this joke rely on the premise that Jared actually was a sandwich artist at some point?
He was eating them. One other thing I wanted to add, in 2008, there was a Subway franchisee who Jared had approached with his disgusting request. And he was having an affair with this person, but she just liked regular meat and potatoes affair stuff. She wasn't into the child stuff. So when she found out what Jared was into, she didn't go to police, but she went to Subway corporate. And she told at least one of the executives.
What a fucking employee, dude. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm going to keep the police out of this. And I'm going to go straight to the people who are going to want to keep this quiet.
But she did just become a franchisee, dude. She's trying to keep that thing up.
I know. They'll just sweep it under the yoga mat.
But she ends up going to an executive there, or she says she did. This guy denied it. She said she went to an executive by the name of Jeff Moody, and there were two other people that she named. She said that she mentioned that Jared was into this kind of stuff. And according to her, they completely disregarded it, but Subway denies any knowledge of any of this stuff happening.
Yeah, I bet you they were complicit to this.
Yeah, it's
that makes more sense than a lady just making up that she said these things. You know what I mean?
If they're knowingly poisoning us, I bet you they would lie about pedophilia from their fucking...
Yeah, it's in their best interest for this to never come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That lady is guilty of being a fucking company man a little bit too much, though.
Yeah.
That's a...
Go to the cops.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the deal. And it's like, I'm not making excuses for her, but I think the idea of somebody doing this shit is often so fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it completely blows
like,
your
I have
mind
to do
that
something.
it's possible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this because I worked at a school where, like, I had an indication that some guy was doing something he shouldn't have been doing with a student. And sure enough, I followed him. He didn't know I was following him, and I caught him in the act of trying to do something to a kid. And after I got the kid back to the classroom, I told everybody what was happening. He came back to the classroom, tried to play it off, and I was like screaming at him. And there was a lady who was called, one of my coworkers called police. And it's insane to think that somebody's doing this stuff. And like, I drove directly to the school where I knew my boss was. Now, I knew the police were already called, and like I went there to do this because I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
you know, so I could see that how somebody could think that that might be an appropriate course of action because it's just incomprehensible that somebody could do something like this.
Yeah.
But all right, getting back to Jared, in November of 2015, he ends up pleading guilty. They only have him on a few different things. He ends up getting 15 years, whereas his neighbors, Russell and Angela Taylor, they get Russell gets 27 and Angela ends up getting 33 years.
How did she end up getting more than him?
Well, both of them get more than Jared, and I imagine she gets more than him for the same reason, in that they were actually, because they were implementing the cameras, they were actually creating this.
So with the camera stuff, maybe it's because she was more responsive to the text messages, perhaps about like, oh, if it's got to go in one of their rooms, I choose this child.
That sounds logical. That would be why they end up getting more, because like production.
If she's the one that communicates that information instead of him. Maybe that could be worth more time. Maybe. But did the guy go mostly because of the child porn that he had?
Yeah. So their stuff was mostly in the creation of it.
So they were creating it in those rooms.
Yes, they were, and not just their own kids' rooms. And that's like, part of the documentary. Like, if you're interested in this, I definitely recommend like watching this again. You're not going to want to watch this a second time, but in the documentary, they actually interview their two kids, and their two kids are discussing discussing how all of this, like coming to the realization that their own parents, which I think they were her kids and he was their stepdad, which somehow even makes it more insane.
Yeah.
And then they show them like going back to their old house, and then they're talking about how your entire world collapses when you find out that like, one, not only is your dad doing this, but your mom's doing it too. And it's like not even like they're just in on something gross. It's like they're actively participating in creating more of this stuff.
So, were the kids victimized? Like, besides being surveilled, like all the time? Like, I don't even want to know the answer to this question.
I can't say for sure, Jake, and I don't remember because I watched the documentary a while back. I don't remember. I would just be guessing.
So the cameras in the room then were just being used as basically like a set where things would happen. Like crimes were.
There was also like there was a time with the Jared Foundation where all of this kicks off is they have cameras at the offices of the Jared Foundation.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they're employing kids, like teenagers, to work there. And Jared and Russell come back from a work trip, and they look at the footage to watch this girl who they think is just there working. And unfortunately for her, like she ends up bringing her boyfriend back there, and they're on tape doing something. So Jared and Russell are having a field day with this shit, and they're just like, all right, why don't we just do more of this?
Wow.
But Jared, he ends up getting, he pleads guilty to traveling to engage with intercourse with a minor, and then also distribution of bad kid videos.
Oh, should we bleep out me saying the other version of what you said?
It's fine, man. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably.
I think YouTube will probably flag us for that, but like,
we can bleep it out.
Yeah,
people will know what was said at this point now that we're talking about.
But Jeff, definitely keep in the part where John's talking about shoving his dick in Jake's mouth. If we can
that's
keep that,
fine.
Yeah.
YouTube kind of likes that.
They do. They're actually going to amplify that. That they might just like cut that out. You know how like people can cut clips out of videos?
Yeah.
I think YouTube's probably going to do that for us.
They'll send us one of those plaques and it'll just play 24/7.
This was kind of gross. So Jared is sentenced to a sex offender program in, unfortunately, a place called Littleton, Colorado.
Come on.
I know. Was Tiny Butt, North Dakota program full, man. Boulder. Bigger stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Piss Mark. Piss on me, Mark.
What about Derek?
Piss on me, Mark and Derek, Dakota.
So listen, Jared ends up getting 15 years and he must serve 14. Like it's insane that you get such life sentences for this shit. My theory
is fucking wild.
My theory is that there's so many people in influential positions that is the reasoning for these sentences being so light.
You think he did fucking 15 years and he's going to keep his mouth shut?
No. I mean, the reason why these sentences for these type of crimes are so light because people that are influential in deciding what sentencing guidelines are, there's probably enough of those people in power to have influence on what the timelines are for this.
Also, the judge lost 70 pounds. So
he's holding up a bigger robe.
Did he just bang a teriyaki classic instead of a gavel?
But Jake, you're gonna love this.
Order up.
Jake, you're gonna like this. This is kind of like a nice end to the story that I want you to read out loud.
Oh God.
Oh, dude, I forgot to mention. He wrote a book too. Jared the Subway Guy, Winning Through Losing: 13 Lessons for Turning Your Life Around.
What year did he write this book?
Fuck. I wish you knew. I do have the lessons.
2016.
Also, 13 ways to turn your life around.
Come on,
come on, man.
Think of 7 more for Christ's sake.
Do you want to hear the 13 ways?
Yeah.
Open your eyes. Do something. Reach for the stars. Find your personal spark, Jake.
This is a children's book.
This one's gross. One size doesn't fit all. Change your mind to change your life. Don't tell anyone. See the big picture.
Real G's do move in silence, though, so that is...
Throw out conventional wisdom. Fill the void.
Gross.
Changes for life.
Hi, I'm Void.
I'm in 6th grade. Changes for life. Move on with your life. The harder you work, the luckier you get, Jake. Now, there's something I needed to show you here, Jake. This is it. I don't seem to have my reading glasses here. Jake, would you mind reading this for me?
What is this? This is an entertainment website.
So this he was beaten in jail.
Okay.
So this is a feel-good story to end what we were just discussing.
Okay. All right,
so
cool.
it details the beating, if you mind reading that
It
for
says
me.
TMZ.com reported that Fogle was attacked in a prison yard in late January by 60-year-old Stephen J. Nij. And
Doesn't sound right. How is that spelled, Jake?
Don't make me do that. Don't make me do that. You can get an idea of how it's spelled, crowd. And that Nij pushed Fogle down and then unloaded a barrage of punches to his face.
It turns out I have found my reading glasses, so.
Good timing. Is that real?
It is real.
Oh my.
So, he was attacked in prison by a 60-year-old man named Stephen J. Nig, who beat the living shit out of him on the prison yard. And I watched an interview with Mr. Nig, and he talked about the beating, and he says the entire time he's beating him, Jared's like, "Why are you doing this to me?"
A true coward's move.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
did he really have no idea?
I think he thought he was doing everything by prison rules, so he assumed he was safe in there. But Jared, man, you were...
You can't think of a single reason that
Yeah.
he might be doing that to you?
Yeah, maybe he's more of a... Mr. Nig is more of a McDonald's man. Who knows? But yeah. Oh, dude, this was a fun Jared Fogle note, too. From 2009 to 2011, he ends up making numerous appearances on WWE.
Really?
Yeah. There's a very funny one, too, where... Do you guys know The Miz?
Yeah, he was the real world guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which truly a meteoric rise for that guy.
Yeah.
But there's a
What are you
clip.
talking about? Nobody talks about that guy. Theo Vaughn was also a real world.
He really
road
was,
rules
yeah.
guy.
Was he?
Yeah, yeah.
And that dude's a fucking makes $1 million a damn
I
minute.
didn't know he was a real world guy.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't watch that season?
But Jared, there's a segment that he has with The Miz.
Uh-huh.
And clearly the WWE was paid a ton of money by Subway to talk about this new stupid sandwich that they got. And he's like, who better than to tell me about this sandwich than Jared Fogle himself? And they pan to Jared in the crowd, and mostly boos are raining down on him. And God knows how much they were paid to fucking hawk this sandwich. But as Jared's like extending the sandwich to The Miz, a Jared sucks chant or Subway sucks chant breaks out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That would be nice to be the guy that started that.
Yeah. Jared's like, guys, wait, look at my old championship belt.
Yeah. The first guy at the Flyers game that did the chant the other day, that's got to feel powerful. When it's quiet, you can hear anything.
Oh, yeah.
If one person yells out anything, you can yell, "I'm gay" at the top of your lungs, and everybody will know that you're gay.
I'm like, John?
But to be the first guy, "Let's go Flyers," and then the whole fucking stadium starts.
Electric.
Whoo, he was only 20 seats from me, man.
That's awesome. That could have been you.
Could have been. I didn't know what to do.
One other Jared note. In 2012, they had the Olympics in Salt Lake City, and unfortunately, Jared was one of the guys who ran with the torch.
Damn.
Did he really?
He did.
Turn that place into Salt Lake City.
There's a lot of...
Salt Lake Kitty.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
I think you have something in your eye.
Thank you. Yes. My LASIK didn't take as well as I had hoped. Teasing. Those aren't reading glasses. But
Well,
yeah,
the other
unfortunately,
one do?
that's Jared. Yeah, he's due to possibly get out in 2029. That would be 14 years.
But that's only going to be 1 year early, so it's not like he's
I know, man.
to do that last year. I mean,
He's
a year's a year, but
It is.
14 out of 15 is not that short of a sentence compared to 15 out of
I know,
15.
man.
You know,
I know. And he's still writing horny letters in jail
to who?
to of-age women. But brother, you think you might want to cut off that pipeline?
Pretend you're asexual for
I
a
know.
Yeah.
I have
while.
to, man.
Has anyone like posted the letters?
Yeah. Fuck. I wish I had one to show you right now. But yeah, the letters have been posted.
Was
Man.
that the package that you received?
Yeah. Yeah, I ordered googly eye glasses
And
yesterday.
you ordered those googly eye glasses to have Jake read an email.
Yes. The best $6 I've ever spent. But a truly reprehensible human being, and there's no doubt in my mind that he will be back. Not moving forward in life, but back in jail.
Oh, you think you give him a couple more years and they're gonna find more?
You cannot fix pedophilia.
So he was busted for soliciting the underage prostitutes and having some of the child porn on his computer.
Yes.
That was enough for 15 years, but it wasn't enough for more, even though it was a minor.
I don't know how they configured it.
Yeah.
I think the whole system was designed for Russell Taylor to absorb most of the liability.
Okay. That's,
Also, he's got a ton of money, man.
yeah.
So I think 15 years for a guy that's worth, at the time, $15 million it's pretty significant, because usually guys with that kind of money can figure out a better deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think the public.
So you know
fallout-
he did that shit for sure.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But there's no there's like nobody came forward and said that they were personal victims of sexual assault at the hands of.
No, I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
Like there were
He wore a disguise most times.
there were lawsuits that
He
were
wore a
settled.
fat suit with his old pants.
There were civil suits that were settled. I don't know the extent of the victimization,
Okay.
but God knows how many there were, man.
That's actually why he holds up the pants, is to probably hide underage children behind them. Now that I'm thinking about it. A real sack of shit.
The pants
Yes.
used to be.
Yeah.
Now they're in a museum somewhere.
What's something nice you guys want to talk about to cleanse the palate here?
How about Texas? You were just there?
Yeah, I love
Hey,
Texas, man.
Whole family
Had a
went
lot of
down?
fun. Yeah, we had Buc-ee's, man.
Yeah.
Dude, Buc-ee's is the best, man.
Did you go to the one that we went to
No, I went to
on the
a
way to
different
Waco
one.
or whatever?
No, I didn't go to that one. I went to one. It was in, I think it's called Bastrop, Texas.
Okay.
40 minutes about outside of the city.
Right
30?
about that, yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it for that. I did not know what to expect because we're so accustomed around here to the touch screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that it's just grab and go, and
Liked
the
it.
sandwiches are
So
all
nice.
good,
Yep.
and it's really actually good barbecue.
Yeah, man.
It's like
Yeah.
It's
The,
also
game changer.
They're chopping up brisket right in
Exactly.
the center
yes,
station.
Yeah, that
you
brisket
know it's
sandwich.
fucking fresh.
so
Yeah,
good.
I had I got when we went to the one on the way to Waco, I got a chicken burrito. Might be the best
Nice.
burrito I've ever had. Dude, Buc-ee's is such a top-notch store, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my ass back up in there.
You ate beaver nuggets while you're there?
I had a couple, man.
Yeah, I knew you
know,
would.
when in Rome.
Yeah. I knew you would.
You love the beaver nuggets.
does, man.
Oh,
Look at
them
him.
beaver
He
nuggets.
lights up.
Ooh-wee.
Oh yeah,
It's like
oh,
putting batteries in his back.
and he keeps going.
Since you've been gone.
Buc-ee's, oh boy, I can't wait to be back there.
What y'all two been up to?
Motherfucking not doing shit. Booking freaking airlines, stacking up my loyalty points, man. I'm a gold status member now, so I'm all about stacking up that shit. We're heading out to freaking Las Vegas in a couple weeks to go see
Nice.
Dead and Company.
Nice, dude.
man.
Got all my accommodations
Oh, nice. Where you
in
gonna stay?
order. I'm staying at the Flamingo.
Oh.
4 nights at the Flamingo for $500. It's
A
not
bitch
bad.
ass bird.
That's sick, dude. Yeah. Is that the Hunter S. Thompson Hotel? Where's the one where he's doing the masculine and Fear and Loathing?
Circus.
Uh,
And,
Wow, that's been around that long?
yeah. Yeah, I think it was like maybe 3 years old or something when Hunter S. Thompson
Holy shit, man.
went there.
wow.
And I think they're probably knocking it down soon. And I've never
Yeah.
been there, and I kind of want
Check it out,
to.
yeah.
Yeah. Pay
I
pilgrimage.
hear it's very sad and like run down, and needs like it's the cheapest hotel that you can get nowadays. It's like $7 a night on
Is
a
it
week
really?
on a weeknight,
Ooh.
plus the $30 resort fee and all that shit.
Whoa.
But apparently they have a a steakhouse in there that is still up to snuff. Like it's one of the better steakhouses
No
in
way.
Vegas. Yeah. Like I think you might end up dropping like $75 a head if we go in there for a nice dinner or lunch, which I might be willing to do.
Do it.
Eat at the
You're
steakhouse
there.
before it gets knocked down. Yeah.
Better yet, eat at it while they're knocking it down.
Yeah. Listening to Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. I always wanted to do that.
You knew it wasn't Bruce.
No.
You knew it was Miley.
Yeah.
Fucking banger.
That's how I came in.
That's how I came in my fucking pants when that video came on. Bitch is naked right on that thing. Come on. What are
Yeah,
you
she
doing to
is
me?
something else,
Yeah, she was
man.
riding
I
me.
love Miley.
I know. Yeah. She's a rough bitch, and I like that.
Yeah.
A little firecracker.
Yeah.
Probably eats it from the back, you know. she probably back there like wop 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 wop. I'm gonna do my stuff.
Oh man, that's something, man. It's so. Isn't it like one of the great joys in life when you see a lady that pretty and just know she eats it from the back?
She does not present herself as a class act, and that's how I know.
Yes.
that she eats it from the back.
Yeah.
She makes me rhyme. She makes me speak in rhyme.
Yeah.
Isn't that? That's how you know you love a lady.
I love you, Miley.
Love you too.
Come visit my family.
Oh man, I hope we get so famous that we get to meet Miley Cyrus. Wouldn't that be nice, Jake?
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Then I can retire.
Covered some Pixie songs. Made me really like her.
Yeah,
Yeah. Can't remember which ones. But
like recorded them. They're on Spotify and stuff, or
I don't-
just like live.
I think she did live,
performances?
like a live
Yeah.
performance. I think it was on like Kimmel or something a couple years ago.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny that she covered Pixie songs because anytime I see Miley Cyrus on the TV, I say, "Where is my pants? Where is my pants?"
They're out on the porch where I took them off when I heard my neighbor playing Party in the USA.
Wow, guy, that was beautiful.
Yeah, man.
A little duet action.
Wow.
To close us out
Duet and
on
juicy.
a sweet perverted episode of Little Stinkers.
Yeah, the three of us are going to go get a shower upstairs right now. But I do want to thank you all for listening and watching, man.
And we will be wearing one pair of pants when we do that.
Jake, is there anything you want to promote before we go?
Come see us in Detroit, May 16th, Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Our live shows are the fucking best. Bring a McNugget buddy. Watch John roof it.
We'll be at the Independent,
Independent. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Hamtramck, Michigan. Really cool venue.
Yes.
Outside of Detroit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
not far though.
And yeah, follow me at Jake Mattera, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff.
Follow me on Instagram while you're on there. Twitter too, at Johnny Delco. And if you're in the Midwest, I'll be in Cincinnati. 2 shows at the Comet in Cincinnati on April 5th.
Woo!
There's 2 shows on April 5th, 7:30 and 9 o'clock, I think, or something like that. 7, 9, 7:30, 10. Shoot, if I come to both, please come to both. And the night before, I'll be in Lexington on the 4th at a Don't Tell show. So I can't say where it is because they did not tell me yet.
This motherfucker's turning Kentucky into Kensuck me.
Oh my god! Gotta hide my pants.
Yeah, go see these guys. Also, I got a new podcast coming out. So by the time you guys see this, it might even be out. My new podcast is called Getting Some Head, where it's an interview podcast where I interview my friends, not just my friends, it's just people I find interesting. And it will be a typical interview format because I feel like so many times on podcasts, it turns into the host just talking about their own interest and they're just talking at somebody. But I find people interesting, Jake, and I want to learn more about them. So any person I have on, it's just going to be solely about them. And if you guys have graciously agreed to come on,
Yeah.
I can't wait to pick your brains and just ask you all the questions that I've always dreamed of asking the both of you.
Will you have cards like a host?
I
where
will.
You flip through.
Yep.
That excites me to no end. I
know.
can't tell you how much that excites me.
I can't wait, man. I have at the time of this, like I said, this will probably be out. The new podcast will probably be out, but tomorrow night I'm recording with my first guest, Rob Cruz. He's
Nice.
such an interesting dude, man. Aside from being one of the funniest guys, like he's really lived an insane life for such a young age, man.
Nice.
Yeah, so I can't wait. I can't wait to talk to all my bros and meet some new friends.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
Yeah, it's going to be called Getting Some Head. And check it out. If you go to patreon.com, you can go to Getting Some Head Podcast. You go to YouTube, Getting Some Head Podcast. Wherever you watch or listen to podcasts, it'll be available. And yeah, I can't wait, man. Should be fun.
And your ace is going to be in Chi-Town headlining.
Ooh, I can't wait. May 4th, I'm going to be in Chicago at the Lincoln Lodge for my first ever headlining show. I'm going to put the link in the show description here.
And then he's going to put the link in the lodge.
Yeah, I cannot wait for this show. It's been a long time coming. And I look forward to doing many more headlining sets, but that'll be my very first one. So, man, I appreciate everybody that's bought tickets so far, and I look forward to packing the place out. And I can't wait to have a wonderful show there. I love Chicago so much, man. I got Chicago May 4th, and then we got Detroit May 16th.
Oh, back to back.
Bumper to bumper,
Back to back
baby.
Lake Towns,
Yeah.
dude. You're going to be Lake Man.
I might not even change my bathing suit. I might wear the
Great
same
Lake
bathing suit
Man.
from Chicago to Hamtramck.
That's fresh water, baby.
I think so, too.
You're cleaner than you were when you got in there.
That's what I've always told my mom, who's now
sorry
deceased.
to your neighbors.
Yes. But, yeah, all that good stuff. And, yeah, I can't wait for all that stuff. And thank you all for your support. And thank you for listening today. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you for being a patron. If you're not, consider joining the Little Stinkers Patreon. Patreon.com/Little Stinkers. That's LILSTINKERS. You get every episode a week early. You get audio, you get video. It's all ad-free. You get access to every live stream we do. Not only every live stream we do, but we also put audio up of every live stream we do. That goes for live Kumquat Hours, AMAs.
Movie watch-alongs, read-alongs,
Stinker
read-em-ups,
news.
stinker news.
Bust them ups.
And any other, and H24, anything you can think
Heaven
of.
streams.
Ooh.
Yeah, for one of those soon.
We are.
Right?
I would like a hell stream, too. Wouldn't that be fun?
We have promised a hell stream at some point. I'm kind of hoping we can get a Kevin stream. Somebody named Kevin on. I don't know anybody named
That would
Kevin.
be nice,
That would
yeah.
be nice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, and maybe only allow Kevin's in the chat, too.
Oh, Kevin chat, Kevin stream. And this is what happens when you podcast for 120 seconds too long.
All right. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you, Smelly Much.
Bye. Love you.
There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
Little Stinkers.